What we got going on, Aaron?
Deconstruction.
All right, guys. So we got the 370 on the lift. Aaron and Ryan came into town. My brother's here helping a little bit. We're over at Luke's trying to knock as much stuff out as we can, trying to get the watch fab on today, the engine installed in the car at least. Got to put the oil pan lift on the engine right now. Other than that, though, we are gonna take the wheels off, get all the suspension off. I haven't showed y'all really anything. You guys can see how clean it is in there. Hooman had it painted and everything. Rise Fab did all the fab work. They did an awesome job on the cage and everything. We got the radium fuel cell, which is my old one. We had it mocked up for my car, or off my car, to get his cage stuff done in time and have it ready, so we weren't waiting on any fabrication. But we got all that stuff done, and that's why I'm running this new fuel cell, because we went ahead and run the new one that from Radium instead of running a fuel safe one on mine. And unfortunately, it's not the exact same dimension, so we had to put the new one on mine. But anyways, you can see some of Rise Fab's work. They did a really good job. We got to drop the crossmember down a little bit to get the engine to go in. We got a QuickTime bell housing. And one thing you got to do with these is you got to check the run out on it to make sure that the input shaft is spinning exactly in the center with the clutch. If not, you'll damage the pilot bearing or throwout bearing and stuff. So you sand down the powder coat, and you can see where we got some metal edges, so it's all pretty much smooth. We took a DA, sanded it all down, so now the surface of the bell housing is 100% flat. So when we bolt it up, we don't have any, it's not misaligned at all or anything, and we don't run anything on it like the input shaft or anything on the new trans. So we're gonna get the Rise Fab and everything bolted on in a minute after we get the engine put in the car. So we'll see if we can get all that done here pretty soon. I'll start videoing some more of that. We're gonna try and knock out a bunch of stuff this weekend, try and get all the seats and everything installed as well. So all right, so we got the oil pan on the engine, we got the field racing mounts on here, got all them bolted. Also, I was gonna show you, whenever you with a Haltech, you gotta have you gotta set your top dead center in the computer, so your crank angle and all that stuff. So we went ahead and marked the crank pulley at top dead center and put a dial indicator here. I used a piece of welding rod, put it off that timing bolt, boom, marked it. So whenever we go to set the timing in the computer on the Haltech, boom, it's easy. You do it with a timing lot, no problem. So that's something that is helpful. We also got custom made head studs in this thing, got coil packs on. So Aaron's over here, he's dropping the crossmember onto this little roll cart. We'll put the crossmember on this. We'll set the engine, bolt the engine to the crossmember, or subframe, I mean, my bad. And then we'll lift it back up and we'll set the car down onto the engine. So that's where we're at. So we'll show y'all when we get that in, then we're gonna set the watch fab. All right, so we got the engine, we got the crossmember dropped on the table right here. We got the engine ready to set down. We're about to set it down. And we went ahead and put the power steering fittings in. We're gonna clean the crossmember up and stuff too as well while we got it out, I think. And now we're gonna try and get the engine down set, and then we're gonna put the crossmember back in and the watch fab on. So, also Ryan has been working on my over fender, fixing the big old busted piece that I've been breaking, which is right here. He fiberglassed it up. And then we also got all the NRG seats for Hooman's car. I'll be switching to these soon. And then we also got custom steering wheels. This one's Hooman's. And then we got mine right here, which has got my logo and then my number and stuff. So here's Sync's NRG. And we're gonna try and get the seats and stuff in it today as well, so. All right, boy, what are we doing?
We're up here at the Luke Keeling compound. We're driving the baddest son of a bitch in this thing, boy. Y'all ain't ready for this season. We finna dust all y'all. Drifting around y'all like y'all a bunch of fucking pogo.
Hey, whoa. We can't be having that kind of language. You're only 12, bro. Jeez, 12-year-old on your cuss. All right, anyways, we got the engine on the cradle. We're going down right now. We about to bolt up, get her in. We got the Micro engine in. Oh, my dad. Sorry, anyways, we getting some work done. We're gonna try and get all the seats and everything here in a minute. So, but and the Wise Fab, but we making some progress. Woo! So we got the Wise Fab on right now. We just got the hubs bolted on. So with the 370Z and stuff, you got these little brackets that bolt here for the OEM location. You can see there's a bolt here, throw it on. We're taking the stock tie rods off right now, and we'll put the new tie rods on. I think Hooman's gonna try and run sway bar still, which I'm not sure about. If it works out well on his, I may try to do the same. But we got to put these tie rods in. We run this offset rack spacers, which a lot of people complain about, but in all honesty, I don't really have any issues with them. I don't mind them. And then we got these tie rods, which I'm pretty sure we'll have to cut down as well. So we'll have to shorten the threads in here so we can get the right proper alignment on toe and stuff. But anyways, we got the engine in and everything. Yeah, it fits real well. And even the strut bar fits, so I may even put one on my car now because I like that. It's pretty clean. I actually would love to switch to a 370, but since no one else has a G37, I guess I'll retain it for now. But anyways, Ryan's been working on the inside. I think he's got the handbrake mounted in there, pedals mounted. I gotta get one more master cylinder, which we think will fit just fine. So we're gonna try and get the seats in that thing today, and maybe the Haltech and stuff mounted on it. But anyways, for now, we're trying to get the tie rods off and get them on, so. All right, so while we've been working on Hooman's 370Z, we got Floyd and Cheryl in here, peeling the vinyl wrap off the G37. Cheryl, what are you doing? Working. You don't want to be on my YouTube channel? Why? Cheryl, you're doing such a good job, though. So anyways, this was wrapped with Arlon before, and reflective, and it's leaving a second film, as you can see, so it's being a pain. So basically, I'm swapping out, work with them. I gotta do a cam install and a converter and everything in her Corvette for her, removing the vinyl wrap. On this side, you can see how bad it is. Floyd's using an eraser wheel and some adhesive remover to try and get the rest of it. So anyways, they're getting that done. We're about to head back over to Luke's shop and try to see what we can finish up on the 370 before they go out of town, go back to town. So, what are we catching up on?
Well, see here, we made some good progress yesterday. We got us a damn screaming eagle in here. This thing is the fastest thing that will show up to y'all's racetrack near you and dust all of you guys. We got our good boys back here, Benny and Clyde, working rubber. We're getting stuff done, boys. It's looking good. That's all I got.
All right. So I got the front brakes back on the car with the WASFAB. I think we're gonna be able to use the sway bar. We may have to cut the sway bar off a little bit so it doesn't hit the WASFAB, but who wants to try front sway bar? I don't run a front sway bar personally, but maybe we'll be able to try it out, see how we like it or whatever. But for now, I run no sway bar, so we'll see what Hooman thinks. Anyways, we can show you. Here's the fuel mounts. You can see we got this little thing right here, so a little spacer, so it doesn't sit metal to metal. And we gotta run our oil lines through there. I'm about to go get spark plugs real quick, throw the spark plugs in, and then put the turbo manifolds on, which we just run these cheap Flowmaster turbo manifolds. I ran these all last year. We run the wastegate flanges right off of here, right where it merges. They're pretty good quality, but they're only like, I think these things only cost 150 bucks or 180 bucks, so they're super cheap. And if we damage one or crack one or whatever, just order another set versus $1,500 manifolds. Aaron got the ISR arms installed right here. ISR Performance, they supplied all those rear suspension arms, and we're going to try and see if we make the rear diff bushings for 350Z and G35 stuff work. Not sure. Run the fuel cell radium FCST on there. We'll change this after we get the coilovers. This will be a deleted arm. We got it over here, but right now we didn't install it so we can keep the suspension so the car can still roll until we get the Fortunato two-way coilovers. But for now, we just left it for now. Anyways, I'll lower the car down. Ryan's got the seat brackets on the seats and everything. We got the dash over there. Ryan got my over fender fixed. That's all fixed up and clean, so it's ready to wrap. So throw that back up on the car when I get back to my house. And now we're gonna work on the interior a little bit. I think we're gonna test fit the passenger seat and stuff like that. And then also I'll show you guys the turbo manifolds once I bolt them on. And there was a couple other things I think we're gonna do today. I don't know, we'll see. They're gonna be leaving out of town here soon, so we'll go from there. All right, so we got a few more things done. We got the NRG seats sitting in here. We didn't bolt them down yet because we still got to do the harnesses and stuff. and wire the car and everything like that. So we'll probably like give some room. So before we do that, and give I think they're gonna try and come back in town next week and maybe try and get the car wired up and stuff. We're running the CNR Racing radiator in Hooman's car. Got these. It's a pretty nice setup. We're gonna run this right here from Radium. I think we're gonna have to get a straight piece though. We're gonna run it off where the fill was, and then mount this, the remote mount. We're gonna mount it about right here, and it's gonna cut a hole in the hatch right there, and it's gonna sit flush with the trunk. So whenever we're racing or whatever, or we're just filling up, getting tires or whatever between battles, instead of popping the hatch, we'll just have this right here. It'll be sitting flush, and then just twist it, boom, fill up, and then we don't have any problems with having to undo the hatch or take anything off to fill the car up. We got the handbrake remounted because it was backwards. We are running factory 370 throttle pedal. It will hardwire it to the Haltech, and then we'll run a drive-by-wire throttle body, LS2 throttle body. We got the Flowtech turbo manifolds on here. I'm really not too sure yet on how we're gonna do the turbo setup on the intercooler. Was hoping to run the intercooler inside here. Looks like it might be a little tough a fit. We're not sure yet. We'll see. May have to try and fit the radiator in between here, or the intercooler in between here. We'll have to measure and see. I'm not too sure. Really want to try and keep it away from getting into any collisions and stuff. So if we can keep it inside the boxed in area here, we're definitely gonna try and do that. Brock he works at Dynasty, but Brock's gonna be doing the fab work on the turbo kit and stuff. I was wanting to do it myself, but I ain't got the time or the skill yet to do it. But we'll run the wastegates right here like we did last time. Cut holes here so they're merged, get good flow. Twin 44mm tile wastegates. So we'll try and get that stuff done. We got some of the NRG stuff laying out here. I'm running the dished wheel. I like a dished wheel. NRG did the graphics on it. Hooman kind of likes a flat wheel, so his wheel's flat. We got 5-point harnesses, or actually I think 6-point harnesses. These got the smaller belts, the width, which is good because with our Hans device and neck restraints, it actually fits better and it's not that big of a pain to try and get them to fit. So anyways, that's probably a wrap for this weekend on Hooman's car. Next weekend we're going to try and wire the whole thing. This week I'll come through, try and get like water pump, power steering, all that, the little things like that on the car, ready to go. Hopefully we can get some product from Red Horse. A lot of people though right now are going on a 2-week shutdown for this virus, so not sure if we're going to be able to get the parts we need. We're still waiting on turbo, suspension, switch panel, EBC brakes, just a few things. So really we don't know how everything's going to pan out. Hopefully we get all the parts that we need, but it's not looking too good right now. Hooman just told me that Nashville or Tennessee or something is shutting down for 2 weeks starting today. So not really sure how that's going to do for shipping things. But for now, this will probably be the end of this video. I'm going to go back to my garage and put the quarter panel or the over fender back on and try to maybe clean the interior up some. But that's it for now.